Hello and welcome to the 6 o'clock Western News. Some sad news just come.
A biased Western news where we like to make all the Muslims a terrorist.
Sorry, who allowed you on set?
I'm a reporter, I'm allowed on set.
Do you not realise that we're live?
Yes, we report live.
Okay, but if you could just ignore this this chap here, he's not even meant to be on set for an hour.
I'm a reporter, I'm allowed on set.
Okay, could you just be quiet please? Some sad news just come in. Labour MP for Backley and Spen, Jo Cox, has just been murdered. She was taken to Leeds General Hospital with stab and shotgun wounds, and she was pronounced dead a few hours ago. Now, a single white male
a terrorist male committed murder.
If you could just let me do the reporting, please.
Yes, I'm trying to help you in speaking the truth.
Okay, a white male has been arrested.
A white terrorist male.
A white 52-year-old male has been arrested, named Thomas Mayer. Now, onlookers on the scene said that Thomas Mayer, who had a history of mental illness, shouted "Britain first." Now, we don't know whether he was just...
Not lonely then?
Sorry, if you just let me do the reporting, please. Can you stop interrupting, please?
You're lying.
Okay, Britain, he was shouted "Britain first." Now, we don't know, due to his mental illness, whether he just shouted "we should put Britain first," or he had links to the far-right extremist group.
It clearly said it's part of the terrorist organisation. Terrorist organisation.
Now,
terrorist.
Please be quiet.
Organisation.
Can you please be
Britain
quiet?
first.
Now, Jo Cox was shot near the head area and then was stabbed multiple times. In a statement by West Yorkshire Police, they said that they have arrested a 52-year-old man and they're investigating the motives behind the attack. Now,
there's no investigation that needs to be done. Clearly, he stated he's part of a terrorist organisation and he's a terrorist and he committed a terror attack on an unfortunate white female.
On set 7,
he killed her, he stabbed her numerous times. This terrorist, this extremist, which was part of a terrorist organisation.
Can you please stop interrupting? The security on the way anyway. You're going to get chucked out and you're going to get sacked as well.
Yeah, that's what happens.
For not reporting properly.
Suppress.
Okay. Now, like I've said, many...
can't suppress the truth.
Jeremy Corbyn...
People have rights.
Jeremy Corbyn, the leader of the Labour Party, has said in a statement that we are very, very shocked by this attack.
Really?
And
you're really shocked? That's the question.
Can you please stop interrupting? Now, Prime Minister...
It's a rebel organisation.
Prime Minister...
It's not surprising.
Prime Minister David Cameron has just made a statement with regards to these...
he was the one who allowed it in the first place.
This murder. Now, like I have said, we don't know the motives behind the attack, but
we clearly do.
We will keep.
So we clearly know the motives, but we don't want to tell you.
Can you please remove yourself off set, please?
We know the motive, but we do not want to tell you. Okay.
Okay. Now we've got many tweets and Facebook statuses coming in, showing condolences to the family of Jo Cox. Now, Jo Cox was a very, very highly influential person within the Muslim community around the West Yorkshire area, and she was advocating that refugees should be allowed in Britain. Now, we don't know whether this was the reason why Thomas May, who had a history of mental health, got the wrong end of the stick and committed a murder. But like I've said, we don't know the reasons. Can you please stop touching the laptop, please?
Trying to find the real news.
Sorry, I've got to do something. Can you please
fake? I don't want to be part of this.
Get off the set.
Yeah?
Don't come back on the set. Right, we will keep you updated with this news, and I do apologise about the extremists who just come onto the set. Security, get him off. Get.
It's all fake. It's all fake.
Get him off.
It's all fake. These are all lies. These guys are liars. These guys are 100% liars. They like to hide the truth.
Security, he's off. Yeah, okay, so we do apologise about that.
They don't. They're lying. They're lying.
Okay, we'll be handing over to our reporter, Ton, then. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. As-salatu wa-salamu ala Rasulil Kareem wa ala alihi wa as-sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My brothers and sisters and the viewing public, please, if this video that we have just done has offended any of the viewing public and has offended the family of Joe Cox, then please forgive us. The whole point of this video was to outline the hypocrisy of this Western reporting of the murder of Joe Cox. Now, think about it, my brothers and sisters. The media has portrayed the murder of Joe Cox as an isolated incident, where it's not. If a Muslim had done the same thing, then he would be labelled a terrorist and there will be a public outcry. But we don't blame this media for doing what they do. Why? Because there's an intellectual struggle right now going on between capitalism and Islam, where capitalism and the colonialists will try to suppress and crush any opposition to their way of life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious majestic Quran in Surah Al-Imran verse number 118, O you who believe, do not take for intimate friends from amongst others than your own people. They do not fall short of inflicting loss upon you. They love to distress you, and they have a strong hatred that has already appeared from out of their mouths. And what their breasts conceal is still great. Indeed, we have made communications clear for you, if only you understand. My brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that we should not take the news that the enemies of Islam will try to shove down our throats because they were just trying to brainwash us.
On that point, my brother, I'd like to mention another ayah of the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah Al-Hujurat verse 6, O you who believe, if an evildoer comes to you with a report, look carefully into it, lest you harm a person in ignorance, and then be sorry for what you have done. Subhanallah. Look what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, my brothers and sisters. He's telling us, if a report comes to us, we need to investigate the matter before falling into that trap or listening to that report and believing it. Yeah, because my brothers and sisters, this capitalistic nation, this capitalistic media will never give us the truth and will always try to suppress you and I. And you and I mean Muslims, my brothers and sisters. Look at this biased news report that we portrayed earlier on. Yeah, this white male, the so-called white male is not linked to terrorism, is not linked to an extremist organization. He is just a lonely white male that with mental health that committed murder. Nonsense, my brothers and sisters. That's what you call true terrorism, true extremism, but the Western media and the Western governments do not want to highlight that. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warns us of this, subhanallah. So, my brothers and sisters, next time you hear a report, next time you hear news, don't forget.
And take it with a pinch of salt.
Take it with a pinch of salt.
No. A bucket of salt.
A bucket of salt. And remember, this biased media will never report in our favor and it will always try to suppress you and I. Jazakumullah khair for listening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.